Hi, my name is Vipul Thapa, and I'm um, uh, presenting my presentation on the topic of tourism attraction, which is I choose Triple Apostles, and destination is Otway Coastal Regions. And my student ID is 20226891, and I hereby begin. I covered this presentation by the introductory part of location, double apostles, and target market is children, couples, and family tour. And the brand offerings is ecotours, farms, and distillery, organized by the Otway Tours, and established year is September 23, 1994. Tour partner is also skip.com.au. The location is Double Apostles. I truly recommend seeing them before they all collapse. Yes, it is a statement which also say that the Tubular apostles are being extension for the future visitors. And there is also a tourism market and a lot to take during a day, and many trip planners are on a way to drive slowly, and it also target to the couples, families, and the children for the viewing of Triple Apostles. Before the visiting of the Triple Apostles, they must be considered to watch the weather conditions, and tides waves are very intense in that Otway regions. The spectacular view of the land meeting the Southern Ocean that make the Great Ocean Road wonders, along with the masterpiece of human achievement, which is also called a victorious large war memorials. Yeah, the Australian War military forces during 1940s and 1945, the war military actions walked upon the Great Ocean Road is also historical evidence for the researchers and geologists to visit and observe those memorable insights of the Great Ocean Road. The natural process of decay is still happening at the rate of about 2 centimeters per year. Yes, the tubular apostles are still are now standing 8 among the tubules, and it is also decaying 2 centimeters, which is also a great loss of the natural extinction. Natural extraction. Hope this will be rejuvenate and the natural hills itself. And some explanation is required here. When they were Christian and the 12 apostles by Victorian tourism in 1920s, there were only 9 in the uh, cluster. Now there are 8, but there are also the familiar taxes um, in the rapid rate of the erosion, but the forecast of the number will reduce even further, which is also a very alarming aspect of the Triple Apostles. And there are actually many more spectaculars formation along the wild coastline, which is also a very good attractions and a very rich in resources. I also researched about the Otway coastal villas and Otway's brand, which is renowned for the tour packaging, and also located in different part of Australia. And they also believe in creating unforgettable memories through exceptional holidays and their team of trusted journalists provide the expert knowledge to help dream, plan, book, and flying hacks and hints, cruising tips and tricks to see a wildlife, ancient forests, and unique accommodations. And it is also located in 17 kilometers from Port Campbell National Park, which is also in a way to Great Ocean Road, which offers the garden, canoeing, and fishing. Those adventurous and very thrilling experience. They initiate the traveler and visitors to observe and photographic the iconic animals in a nature, which is very which is not only necessary but beneficial for one's life to get a refreshment. And there are also forests a brewing company. The strategy also highlights the key projects to pursue to change the region's economy. For a sustainable future, um, it was created for the independent drinking and kitchen spaces as a part of local government, um, some obligations, and municipality incorporated with this former sites of Otway and along with the former city of Colac. Otway established here. I also researched about the established year of the Otway regions, which is also number one travel brand in Australia. A one-step destination which inspires travelers with the great holiday stories. And they also provide some strategy, development strategies, plans and strategies to help develop the Colac Otway sites. Even so, many geologists believe nature is in process of carving new stacks in outward regions. So the economic development strategy are also formed um, and also highlighting key projects to pursue to change the region's economy for sustainable future. Another most important topic is based on the Butler's life cycle in Tubal Apostles. He also clarifies the six-step stages of life cycle in tourism. And the first one is the exploration stage. In this stage, the small numbers of tourists based on primary tourist attraction are also seen in the Great Ocean Road. In this stage, the local residents also take a part in tourism for the exploration of the certain um, places of Tubal Apostles. And the second one is the involvement stage. In this stage, the local residents are also emergence of secondary tourism facilities such as creating and development, establishing of the guest house and inn in that certain district and municipality. A tourism season may also develop in this stage. And the three is the development stage. High numbers of tourists that may exceed the local population during peak periods are also seen in this stage. However, local involvement and control of tourism declines rapidly in this stage. External organizations will also provide secondary tourism attraction, and the local people experience physical changes to area that may not approve of. And the consolidation stage. In this stage, tourism growth will be very slow. Um, the numbers of tourism exceeds the local population. The area's economy is tied of tourism. In developed postals like marketing and advertising will be wide-reaching. However, major franchises and tourism chains will be represented. In the stagnation stage, carrying capacity should be raised or has been raised or exceeded because the number of visitors have reached their peak in this stagnation stage. And he also mentioned the resort become diverse from its geographic environment because of the artificial tourism attractions, which now subset the original primary attraction. And in the rejuvenation stage, it requires major change in tourism attraction. Previously, on step tourism resources it may be discovered and will either decline or either the way tourism area has evolved into such stage of its development. He also described as this kind of stages for the traveling to the apostles. There is a brand ownership and offering edges that the Outway regions provide. Um, the Outway Ecotours, which is also a travel brand, a renowned travel brand of Australia. And I also discovered the Great Outway National Park on a fully guided tour. which also provides helicopter riding, canoeing to see platypus in the wild, explore the Great Ocean Walk in style, or challenging ourselves to ride a motorbike or mountain bike on that reasons. Small groups are guided at a relaxed pace to allow time to experience the beauty of the area while minimizing the impact of environments. There are numerous of guides that initiate and which provides intimate knowledge of the local areas and also passionate about the farms, working on the farms and distillery to provide a very high level tourism accommodation and to ensure the visitors and tourists to fully enjoy the refreshment that the regions provides. It is also an ultimate outdoor nature experience and located only 20 minutes from the start of the Great Ocean Road. And visitors might also experience a breathtaking bird's-eye view of the magnificent outdoor ranges from the high elevated walkway or the fly 30 meters high from the tree to tree to zip line. Yeah, it also provides a zip line tour. And all the farmers, and they are passionate working about the berries and the jams. And there are also juicy berries and Australian culture to its exposure, and they are trying to do their best for the visitors to come and enjoy the compartment that they provide. And finally, the guest purpose of visit. Why people travel to the apostles. Even so, many geologists believe nature is in a process of carving new stacks. There are other spellbinding formation nearby, but the traveling resources, which are also engaged with multicultural and historical architecture that are seen in Tubal Apostles, and I also observed while traveling in Tubal Apostles uh, the military work. The military work during World War is also the best part of researchers to get evidence about the historical background. And Tubal Apostles has a valuable source of traveling for people to be great, presentable, and intellectual humankind. It also offers people to explore new things and countryside road while traveling to the great oceans and watching koalas and some very rare species of birds that we are able to see in our roadway. And the second information is also the Great Ocean Road, which is a Victorian road. I also mentioned people find a great source of historical evidence. And also concerning about importance to learn new things and exercise our mind and body for well-being. People travel and see the world with mindfulness of experience, which is also on Trouble Apostles has a valuable source of traveling for people with extension resources. It's also part of the greater learning activities and how to save the natural extension and study of about the geology, geography. The people travel for greater learning activities as well as. Here are some references and I researched about the double apostles. And thank you. Please provide feedback.